Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my videos, to my channel. Please subscribe, like and share. Comment, ask questions, tell me your views. What do you think? To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for sticking by from the first video to this video. I really appreciate it. And if you just saw this video now, welcome home. So now I'm gonna talk about the pros and cons of working and living in China. Okay, I'm gonna start with the pros. I don't wanna lie, I really loved working and living in China. I don't have many bad things to say about China. I have all the good things because the salary is very good. I was making good money. I managed to buy myself my very first property, right? I have a property while I was working in China. So why would I say bad things about the country that really enabled me to buy my first property cash, right? I bought it cash. Take note, I bought it cash. So yeah, China is a very cheap country. Like that that is a very good thing, especially if you are a foreigner working there as a teacher or whatever job that you're doing. You can save quite a lot as opposed to other countries. You find that you are earning a lot, but the cost of living is very high. So China is very affordable. I liked that. I never used to cook. I used to eat out every day, but yet I still saved a lot of money. But now I cooked. We are grown now. We have passed that stage of eating takeaways. So I used to eat out every day, different food from different countries. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I think that's another pro, right? You get to taste countries from all over the world. You can go to the Indian restaurant, you can go to the Mexican restaurant, you can go to the Italian restaurant, Brazilian, whatever. So they have a lot, they've got so many cuisines. Even the Chinese cuisines, there are so many. So you get to eat, right? Try different food if you are a foodie like myself. So you get to eat different food. The transport system is very convenient. They've got subways all over, they've got buses all over, they've got taxis all over. Like transport is not even a problem. If you don't have a car in China, it's not a train smash at all. They've got flights all over the country, so you can move. Because China is obviously a very big country, you have to move from one city to another. So they've got airports everywhere. They've got airports everywhere. I really liked that. The convenience. It was so convenient. It's very safe. The safety is on another level. They've got cameras everywhere. So I used to make a joke about this. I'll be like, I think they put a camera in my room. I used to look for a camera in my apartment. Like, where is the camera? I know it's there. That's how that's how safe it is. They make sure that there are cameras everywhere. So even if you steal something, they're gonna go to the camera and they're gonna get you. Just don't steal in China. Don't make a mistake of stealing, because they will find you, they will catch you. Though this the so the security system is very tight. So even when you go to the airport, you go into another city, they search you like nobody's business. Even the train stations, the main train stations, not the subway lines, they will search you like you are flying to another country while you're just going to another city. They will ask you to take off your socks, your jackets. They will really search for everything. So the security in China is very tight. They don't joke with the security. And I also like the fact that you cannot carry a gun. It's illegal to carry a gun in China. So you cannot be in a position whereby someone shot someone, right? Maybe it's just little fights, but they don't carry guns. It's very much illegal. So I liked that. So I can walk around 4 a.m. and not feel threatened or feel otherwise. So it's very safe. I mean, every country has its own people, maybe some stalkers and whatever, but that's a story for another day. So, but it's very safe. I've never felt unsafe. Actually, safety was the least of my worries. And then I like the fact that they have everything that I need. They have the wigs, they have the clothes, they have everything, right? Phones, gadgets, whatever. They are so affordable. It's about how much you are willing to pay, because they've got fake, very fake, very very fake, very 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 fake. They've got good quality, a little bit of good quality, like something like that. So it depends on how much you are willing to spend as well. So the other thing that I really liked about China is that you can actually start your own business. You can start your own business. You can do a shipping business. You ship stuff to your country or to different countries. You can buy products and sell them back home. You can do a lot in China. So your source of income can be a lot of things. You don't only have to rely on your salary, right? So I really liked that about China. And it's so big, there is a lot of touristic things to do. China has a very long history. You can write a book or even books about China. It has a very long history. So every city has its own story. Every city has its own things. So even the people, they are different. They've got different cultures. You find that people from the northern China, they are very different from people in the south or in the east or in the west. So they've got their own way of doing things, right? They've got their own kind of like culture. So it's very diverse. It's one country, they speak one language, maybe, yeah, which is Han is Mandarin. So yeah, these are the things that I actually loved about China. I think the most important one that excites me is the salary. The salary was pretty good. I was very happy. I managed to travel, save, eat, live comfortably, right, with the salary that I earned in China, because the cost of living is really low. So other countries like Hong Kong, they pay very good salaries, but also the cost of living is crazy. It's very expensive. Like for instance, in Korea, they pay good salary. Is not better than China though, but the cost of living also here is very very high. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the things that I dislike about, or maybe the cons, right? I like a lot of things about China. People say things, oh, are you guys eating dogs? Are you eating snakes? It's a stereotype mentality. There's no such. You eat a dog if you want to eat a dog. Not everyone in China eats a dog. Not all Chinese people eat dogs. Some people actually do see dogs as pets. And some people, maybe some part of China or some province or some city in China, they would really eat a dog. So yeah, that is a stereotype mentality. People need to travel more and find out about things, rather than just hearing stories and run with them. So things that I didn't like about China is the staring. Those people, especially, look, it's a large population. Okay, let me start with the large population. There are so many people. When you go to the subway, you have to squeeze yourselves inside the subway, right? And when you go to the main train station, there's just too many people. It's just a very congested country. Chinese people are so many, and you find that there are those who have never seen a black girl or a black person in their life. It's the first time they lay their eyes on a black person. Remember, China doesn't have Google. Those sites are banned in China. You cannot go on WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Google, YouTube. They've got their Chinese ones, and people are running with them. And whatever they hear on their Chinese media, that's what they believe, right? So yeah, they're just in their own world, like they're just in their own box. That's how I feel. So when they see a different person, they act. Sometimes the kids will cry because they see me label like I'm a monster. They'll cry because I look different. It's something that they've never seen in their lives. Or they'll point at me and talk in Chinese. I don't know what they're saying, but I can tell they're talking about me, because they even like, point at each other like, look. And at that time I'm looking at them. How am I supposed to feel? Sometimes if I do a certain type of hair, they'll come and touch it to see if it's real. It doesn't happen to me alone, it happens to a lot of black people. They come and feel your skin to see like, why is your skin like this? How does it feel? Like, is it hot? Is it cold? Is it hard? Is it soft? And most of the time when they do these things, they don't ask for your permission, they just do it. Or they'll take a picture of you. Sometimes you are at the restaurant, you are eating, someone just start recording you or taking a picture. I didn't like that. I feel like my privacy, or maybe foreigners' privacy, gets invaded a lot. And also, like, when you are in the subway, you are sitting and someone sees that, oh, that's a black girl, they don't want to sit next to you because of that. Or maybe I come in the train and there's a Chinese here, and that's me. When I sit, they just move away, and they'll be like, I'd rather stand than sit with a black person. And sometimes when you get into the bus or a taxi, not a taxi, a train, they just block their nose. At that time, you'll be on your most expensive perfume. They just block their noses. That is also a stereotype mentality, like black people smell, we are dumb, we are this and that, all of those things. That's what they believe. Black is bad. Actually, in their culture, apparently black is bad. So if you are black, it means maybe you are a bad luck. I don't know what that really means. But yeah, it used to bother me when I was still new there, because I was from Thailand, remember? From the land of smiles, where you just smile at the person and they smile right back at you. But I think I did smile in China to this lady who was looking at me. I was like, she was really looking at me, and I smiled. She didn't smile back. She just looked at me. She didn't smile back. So yeah, Chinese people are not like the friendliest people on earth. You do get those that are very sweet, and when they are sweet, they become extra sweet, you know. And you get those ones that are just rude, you know, rude human beings. So generally, I wouldn't say Chinese are friendly people. I think they've got a very serious face. They are very firm. Even when they speak, their language is very hard. Even if they are not fighting, they're just talking. It's so strong. Like their words are very they are very strong when they speak. So yeah, these are the things that I didn't like about China. Also, the spitting. Those people, they smoke. They smoke like crazy. They smoke inside the elevator. They smoke. Like all they do is smoke, right? Yeah, most of them they do smoke, but not all of them, of course. But most of the people smoke, and I just didn't like the places where they smoke. You can just go outside and smoke. Smoking in the elevator is not good, or in the corridors of an apartment is not good, right? So they've got a very huge smoking culture, and they spit a lot. I don't know why they spit, especially older people. You're just walking, going to work, minding your own business. Someone goes, you'll feel it. You turn and look, because they really take it out. Like, and they just spit everywhere, not inside a tissue, everywhere. You meet a lot of people on the way. If you are walking, you meet a lot of people on the way spitting. Even they even spit in the elevator, in the lift they spit in the lift. So I feel like they are not the cleanest people in the world, and they are not so clean. Hygiene is not their language. So yeah, I think those are the cons. But other than that, yeah, man, I love China. The technology is booming. There are a lot of cities. I go to places, I'm like, wow, look at China. This is China, because they're doing a lot of great things. They are very hardworking people. They are generally hardworking. I think the kids from 3 years old, they start working because they go to kindergarten. They start going to music class, swimming class, blah blah. At that age, they grow up working hard. They just work hard. And also I feel bad for the kids because I feel also they don't have time to be kids and play like the way we used to play in Africa, where you go to school, after school you play with your friends and you do your homeworks later, right? But in China, after school is another class, another. So the kids have so much pressure. They've got a lot of pressure. It is empowering them. They grow up knowing how to work hard without complaining, because that's how they were raised. It could be good, it could be really bad. um I've had a couple of cases where Chinese kids, especially in university or high school, they would commit suicide because of too much pressure. They get a lot of pressure from parents. If you're not getting this mark, the parents are not happy. They're waiting for you to get a certain mark. So there's a lot of competition as well, because you can imagine the population is so great, and Chinese kids are very smart. So you have to be the best of the best. So if you're not the best of the best, it's gonna be hard. And the fact that they are not getting paid a lot of money, they get cheap labor, they work so hard and yet and little money. That was another thing. Like, these people are so hardworking, but their salaries are so low. So yeah, that's the so you have to really be the best of the best in order to make it in China, because you have a lot of engineers. Most students are engineers. It's not like, this country we lack engineers. Actually, there are too many. There are too many engineers. And the other thing, I think the language barrier is a problem. When I was in Thailand, yeah, the Thai people can just get a one word vocabulary. They understand what you want to say. But in China, I think they are really struggling with English. English is a big problem. It's still a big problem. I think even Koreans are better. Most of them speak English more than the Chinese. So I'm not saying all Chinese people can speak English, but I'm just talking about the majority, people on the street, people at the subway. So yeah, those are the pros and the cons. But I loved a lot of things about China. I miss China. I was actually trying to go back to China for the longest of time, until I got a teaching job in Saudi. So yeah, China is a good country. China is a good country, especially if you are a foreigner. You don't know much of what is happening. You don't feel the communism part of it that much. It doesn't impact you that much. But if you are a Chinese citizen, maybe it does impact them a lot. But you're just living, waiting for your salary, living, working, traveling, waiting for your salary. So it doesn't affect you that much. But maybe now it does, because of Corona. You have to follow the rules and stuff like that. But that time, I didn't know what was happening in China. I was just working, getting my salary, living my best life, and that was it. So I was not affected by many things. But there is a bit of racism. I mean, like, racism is everywhere, right? In South Africa, there's still racism everywhere. As long as you are black, there will be racism. So I just feel like China is also one of those countries. Maybe mainly because people have never been outside of China. They don't know anything outside of China. So whatever that they see shocks them. They don't know. They know little. They know less. That's how I take it. It used to affect me, like, why are you treating me like an animal? Like, why are you standing up because I'm sitting next to you? Why are you blocking your nose? Right? I remember this other day, I was going to work and I was sitting on the subway. It was packed. So this woman, immediately when I walked out, she started cleaning my seat, like some dirt. Like, I'm a dirty girl. I'm a dirty person. Remember, I bath every morning. They bath at night. So I don't know which one is dirtier between me and her. So yeah, that day I was very, very sad. I was like, why am I even in this country? But these things happen. They don't happen every day. You get very nice Chinese people, and you also, you even get Chinese people that will be like, oh, they take pictures of you, really? They get shocked because they don't know what happens, right? And yeah, stuff like that. But I miss China. I love China. I totally recommend, if you do want to make a good salary as a teacher, or you want to kickstart your teaching career, China is a good country to be. Or maybe you have lots of debts in South Africa, you want to pay off debts, go to China. You're gonna pay them off very fast. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to do the lost work, which is like, share, and subscribe to my video. Thank you. Bye.